Well, folks, here's to swimming with bow-legged women. That's right, everybody. We're talking about the 1975 masterpiece, Jaws. This movie turns 50 years old. 50. Can you believe that? Such an iconic movie. This is the 45th anniversary edition 4K Blu ray DVD. This is a movie that I've grown up with my entire life, and it's great. You have Chief Brody, played by Roy Schneider. Richard Dreyfuss plays Hooper, who's a marine biologist, and Quint, played by Robert Shaw, who is a grizzled shark hunter. And the story and premise of this movie is basically a great white shark terrorizes a small New England town, and they gotta go. These three men have to go out and kill the shark. It's amazing that this is Steven Spielberg's movie that really brought him to the mainstream. People really became aware of him because of this movie. This movie scared an entire generation of people and still scares the hell out of people. My mother being one of them. And it's hard to imagine a world where Jaws doesn't exist. And there's so many iconic parts and bits to this movie. There's bits of humor even in there that are great. And the original book by Peter Benchley, which came out the year before in '74, is great too. So if you're looking for more Jaws, go read the book and skip the sequels to this movie, because who needs the sequels when you have such a brilliant masterpiece? But yeah, I mean, it's just brilliantly told storytelling, expertly shot. The production was plagued with all sorts of problems, and the shark sometimes not working. So how they work around it is they did a lot of sequences without the actual mechanical shark, and it looks great. It adds to the terror factor. What you don't see is almost more scary than when you see the actual shark coming out of the water. My favorite character is Quint. He's just a salty old shark hunter who used to be in the Navy. In fact, there's this very memorable scene from this movie where he talks about how he survived the USS Indianapolis disaster, and that was a real naval disaster that occurred in World War II, where a Japanese submarine sank a Navy ship, and a bunch of sailors were killed and eaten by sharks. And it's an incredibly powerful moment in a movie where you kind of at points forget that there's an ominous and a dark tone, and then when you get to that part, it just adds an extra layer of that ominous dark nature to it. And you know, there's a lot of great lines. Hooper has one of my favorites: "You're going to ignore this problem until it comes up and bites you in the ass," which, when he's talking about when both he and Chief Brody are trying to convince the mayor of the city to close the beaches so that they can go out and get rid of the shark. And the chief of police, Brody himself, he's a interesting character. He's afraid of the water, and he has to conquer his fear in order to stop the shark. Roy Schneider's great. I mean, the chemistry of the cast is what is great. And yeah, if I could say anything, if for some strange reason you have never seen Jaws, what are you doing? You are missing out on such an incredible piece of film history. And there's just so much to dissect, so many memorable scenes, and so many memorable moments. And you know, if I had to pick my personal favorite scene from this whole movie, it's when the fellas are sitting below the ship, they're hanging out, the three of them, and they start drunkenly singing, "Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed." It's just a memorable little part to a already iconic film. So do yourself a favor. Go watch Jaws. I believe on July 10th, they're doing a special on National Geographic where they're going to show a documentary. Go watch that. And they're going to be doing some screenings of Jaws for the 50th anniversary in a month or so here. So go check that out. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you all later. Enjoy, folks, and be careful. You in the water, shark in the water, shark.